They think like when their teacher pass away, then they think, now he's finished, nothing to do more, So this kind of relationship with the guru is not correct. Because actually, when you have a more understanding, I'm sorry to tell you that sometimes even some, who's doing retreat, I'm not telling you any of you who have done 3 years retreat, but some people who have done 3 years retreat, and they must have a respect to their retreat instructor, unless he's not, not qualified. But then I can see some people, after they're coming out of retreat, then they don't have any respect to their retreat instructor. And they think they are equal, same, I've done 3 years retreat, he's done things. They feel that kind of, disrespect feeling. And this is a very clear sign that he hasn't achieved any, understanding, insight. As you have a more understanding, insight, you should have more devotion. That's the natural, So that's why now when I said, outer inner teacher, I don't mean you have to distinguish, because through you can have an understanding of inner guru by blessing of your outer guru, which is living teacher and from the lineage, And the ordinary way of, the having teacher, like, when you're in school, so then you have a different teachers, every year that you pass different subject, different class, then you have a, new teacher. But that's, they have the quite different relationship to the guru, that what we are talking about here, Because I've noticed a number of people, they ask me that, some their teacher, when they, guru, they pass away, and that they think now, they have to find some new guru. And, which is, maybe it is something to do with the cultural, because they have no background of the reincarnation of, that kind of, so maybe something to do with that. But actually it's not, because your guru is guru for forever. Whether he is living teacher, he's alive or not, but he is guru, And if you have enough, devotion and faith, and that should not be changed by whether he is alive or not, And then also, like just now what I've said, sometimes people have a feeling that, way of relating to teacher is sometimes it's like more like I don't know whether it's a right example, like the fashion, that you try to change teacher to teacher, so that you hear new word and new teaching, and then you feel, that makes you more, gives you more inspiration. That, of course, it's very important to have received teachings from, different teachers. That's necessary. But then, guru, having guru is not, you cannot change like that, that you change different clothes, there's different fashion, you cannot change like that. And if you try to do that, that means that your devotion and faith is not really, strong or, tempo. Stable, And so this is very important, Just now, I've said, I'm quite disappointed to see nowadays, a lot of people are doing 3 years retreat center. And then, of course, they are very respect to the high lamas who sits on a high throne and wearing good robe, and who has a big name and, like position. But then they try to treat very ordinary way for the instructors, retreat instructors. This is very bad, because actually, whether he is high lama or not, but as long as his retreat instructor means he is the one who is showing you the nature of mind. And he is guru, root guru, So you have to understand that. And, sometimes I see, because who is disciple and guru, which, in the retreat, but then when they come out, and then they doesn't pay respect, that is very, I'm not talking, this is nothing to do with the Tibetan culture. This is just, the Dharma culture, And so this is very important, you to understand how to relate it. That's why there's, the particular teaching, what is the relationship between the, guru and the student. This is